What's up, everyone? How you guys and gals doing? Welcome to the show, baby. Yeah, there was a big operation down in Georgia. Actually, BD went count by count on this one, and something smells fishy if you ask me. But it was Operation Patronus. I don't even know where the heck they come up with these names. Operation Patronus. But there's something very interesting that they were charged with, and that was this gang enhancement stuff. We're going to take a look at that, but first, let's go ahead and take a look at the video, see what the hell happened out there.
Leads to the arrest of 16 motorcycle gang members in Bryan County. The arrests and indictments of Outcast gang members is considered the largest biker gang arrest in the state's history. The investigation involved the work of Richmond Hill Police Department, the Army Criminal Investigation Division, the ATF, and others. In all, Operation Patronus netted more than $180,000 and more than 71 guns. You can read the full release on our website by going to WSAV.com.
Now, one thing that the media always gets wrong, they lump everything together. Not all 16 of those were arrested. Some were associates. They are not members, but it gives it a better news headline, doesn't it? Let's take a further in-depth look at this right now. Let's see here. Let's go to this screen, and 16 alleged members. 16 alleged members is what we're going to be talking about here. You see how they say alleged? Yes, alleged. Members indicted in Bryan County in Operation Patronus. But first, let's go to this. I really wanted to go to this one because this is what I've been talking about for a while now. And that is how they're going to be able to get around the First Amendment. And you're going to see this in this case with the 16 alleged members. Crimes and offenses, street gang terrorism. You notice how they say terrorism, because what does that do? It shocks the general public. It shocks those who vote for your representatives. Now, everybody's heard about the bikie laws and how they basically make anybody a criminal, doesn't matter if you have a criminal record, for being a part of a club. And it makes where you can't even go in public with so-called, as they call it, gang affiliations. How could that come to the United States? I talked about this yesterday. I think it's going to come in the form of gang enhancement laws and civil RICO. That's how they're going to get around the First Amendment, freedom of association, all that stuff. Anyway, enacted Georgia Street Gangs Act of 1998. So they've had it, but it doesn't sound like they've been using it as much. Change provisions relating to designated felonies in juvenile court, provide procedures to appoint additional assistant district attorneys, make acts designed to prevent information about criminal activities from being reported to law enforcement unlawful, make certain conduct intended to obstruct justice unlawful, provide enhanced penalties for terroristic acts. You notice they don't say it's crime, but terroristic acts. And having threats done in retaliation for persons having cooperated with law enforcement. So they basically went and redid this whole thing. Now, going back to, let's get this over here. Going back to, give me a minute here. I'm actually figuring out this program at the minute. And we're going to go talk about this case right here. Now, going back to the 16 alleged members of the motorcycle gang indicted in Bryan County in this operation, Georgia Attorney General Chris Carr announced Tuesday what he called the largest motorcycle gang indictment in the state history in Bryan County. I'd be interested in to find out when they use these type of laws in a mass operation like this, but not motorcycle clubs. 16 alleged now members of Southeast Georgia chapter of the Outcast were indicted by Bryan County grand jury following Operation Patronus, spanning over a year. The operation of a multi-agency investigation into gangs and guns in Southeast Georgia resulted in the recovery of about $180,000 in cash and seized about 71 guns. According to the Carr, the Outcast Motorcycle Gang is known to engage in a wide range of criminal activity, including murder, assault, and drug and weapons trafficking. And I'd like to see where he backs up those allegations, because listening to the way the media is reporting it, and did you notice that you really got to dig for the things that Black Dragon covered? You have to dig for those charging counts. The specific case leading to the operation indictment stemmed from an armed robbery attempt and shooting the defendants allegedly engaged in on June 17 at Flacco's House Bar and Grill. And then it goes on to say the victims of the incident were 6 people associated with a rival gang. Of course, they're going to use that. And then during the course of the investigation into the shooting, officials obtained evidence of a conspiracy to violently assault members of the rival motorcycle club and forcibly rob them of their motorcycle vests. Now, going down a little bit, you can see right here those that were charged, and it does have member, vice president, road captain, business member. Now, here is an associate. So actually, it was like almost only 13 actual members. Now, here is the big thing. The charges levied against the defendants include violation of Street Gang Terrorism and Prevention Act. That is the biggest one. Aggravated assault, attempted armed robbery, conspiracy to commit aggravated assault, conspiracy to commit robbery by an intimidation. Oh, I guess I got lucky and got the article where the indictment is. That's the one Black Dragon covered. But do you know those were the actual charges? And you go back up, and Carr said is known to engage in criminal activity, including murder, assault, and drug. Why even bring that up if that wasn't the charges? That is to give you a little more oomph, as we call it in the newspaper. Now, if you look at this next one we're going to do, that is let me put it up here. Okay, there we go. This is the 17 pages, and I put the link in the description box. Go look at it. This is the kind of stuff that and you know what? Almost every state in the union has these type of laws now, and they're only strengthening them to modern times, if you will, 2023, whatever. 17 pages. Now, here's some of the crimes and offenses that they put in this. Racketeering activity, relations for persons having cooperated with law enforcement, they're throwing out whistleblower more protections. Required peace. They threw a whole umbrella of stuff into this act. Very dangerous when you can just throw anything and everything you want at the wall right into your freaking legislation. There's 17 pages, and if you're really interested, and this is just Georgia, if you're really interested in finding out how this can become Australia, just look at that. And then go to your state laws on this gang enhancement stuff, and you're just going to shake your head with what you see. See, cops are sneaky, real sneaky. They get with their legislative buddies and they slip stuff under the table that a lot of people don't even read. They just sign off, make it a law, and it has real world effects. And you got to watch the media. It said 16, but actually 3, there weren't members. They were just associates. That's a totally different thing. But I got to give hats off to Black Dragon, the way he covered each count. And that's important for us to do as Biker News. You're seeing a lot of change within Biker News. Everybody's digging more into the stories, which is a good thing. You got to dig. And for those that watch or follow us, listen to us on podcasts and stuff like that, get involved, because this can include you. This can include you because what is the definition of a gang? Like 3 or more members, coming together for some kind of purpose, whatever they have to say. Hell, you got hog chapters. And think about this. If you're in a hog chapter, I'm not saying this is ever going to happen, but just take it for incident. You got 10 guys rolling down the road in hog patches. 3 of them are out there selling dope and stuff like that. But you guys are all real close. You're tight, but you only want to go the hog route. Well, those 3 guys right there are involved, and they're going to consider you a chapter. You know what I mean? So you can get thrown involved in something like this too. That's why it's important to be educated about this stuff. I'm going to try to get a lawyer on either on mine and Marco's show or on one of my shows that I might do live and discuss these gang enhancement laws and how dangerous they really truly can be. Anyway, we're going to go to the second half of the show right now with China Doll. We'll be right back after this. You can listen live on the show over at Motorcycle Madhouse on YouTube. Rock on.
Is an in-depth look at the trials and tribulations of street gang and motorcycle club life. This isn't the run-of-the-mill book that doesn't give the goods. This book will go into detail of events that actually happened. All materials in this book have been approved by those involved. There is nothing poetic, nor is there any price worth paying for the life we choose to live on the streets. James Hollywood Machikari, Brotherhood and Betrayal.
Join the Insane Throttle Members Only Club on YouTube or Spotify and receive exclusive content Monday through Friday at 9:20 a.m. Central Standard Time. Your membership in the Throttle Club helps keep the show going strong. Join our Motorcycle Madhouse Locals community and get weekly articles by Hollywood and get involved in the conversation. Punch in motorcyclemadhouse.locals.com and become a part of the community now. Rock on. Introducing the all-new service from Insane Throttle, Motorcycle Madhouse Radio. 24/7 and nothing but the best in 80s till today rock and metal, baby. And here's an added bonus. You can now listen to Motorcycle Madhouse Morning Show with Hollywood and China Doll live on the air. Go to motorcyclemadhouse.com and bookmark the radio station and get down with the king of biker radio.
I say goodbye, vamoose, adios, ciao, so long, get your hat jack.
#1 internet biker radio show is now available on Spotify and all major platforms including iHeartRadio, iTunes, Stitcher, and more. Don't forget to become a subscriber on any one of these platforms so you can be notified right away when our weekly episode is uploaded.